Because of your efforts, you are feeding 25 children every Friday afternoon, 52 weekends a year. We send home little packages of food to them in these bags that the Angels Against Abuse donated to us. The Exchange Club logo is on it, along with the Angels logo. There are 7,000 chronically hungry students in Pinellas County right now. Kind Mouse, with the efforts of Pack-A-Sack, Bob Dillinger, and other offices, we are now feeding 1,400 of the 7,000. I do want to thank not only the Exchange Club, but many of you in the room. Charlie Radigan, for always being there with his van. Thank you. Your back is wonderful. John McQueen, he is sponsoring 10 children through his business, and I just want to thank you so, so much. We're feeding 62 children right now at Lynch, but like I said, we do have our hands involved in the 1,400. Those are the people who are helping us pack. I want to thank Ready for Life. Those children, well, actually I guess they're young adults, right, Kathy? The young adults did car washes, and they're going to be sponsoring 4 children, and we're going to take on an extra one for them. And I would like to now introduce Carol, who can tell you more about the Kind Mouse. And we're also we've fed over 100 transitional families this year also, and those are families that were hit by the economy. They were hardworking career people who just basically lost everything for choosing the wrong career. Carol is a RibFest volunteer and also a mouse. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. As Gina said, my name is Carol, and I live in Clearwater. I've been down here for about 25 years. I'm a licensed mental health counselor. I have spent most of my career working for nonprofit agencies, helping children and families who are in crisis. I am a single parent of a 17-year-old boy and a 12-year-old boy. And I had been working at the agency that I thought I was going to retire from. I was very happy in my position. It never dawned on me that I wouldn't retire from this area agency. And 2 months ago, very suddenly, unbeknownst to me, I found myself unemployed. I had met Gina last November when I was volunteering at RibFest. It was my 4th year volunteering, and it was my first time selling beer. And I was very, very busy. It was Friday night. And I just looked up and I saw this woman with a mouse on her t-shirt, and I thought, oh, that's cute. And then it said, the Kind Mouse. And I thought, Kind Mouse? What is that? So quickly I asked her, what is the Kind Mouse? And she handed me a business card and she said, go online and take a look. So I did. I stuck the card in my pocket. That weekend I looked at what she was doing, and I was amazed at the kindness in her heart and what a difference she was making and what an unusual mission statement she has. And I began volunteering with her, as I said that I wanted to, very slowly, because I was working about 60 hours a week and taking care of my boys. And I began helping in the background. Then when I lost my job, one of my first thoughts was, how am I going to feed my kids? It never, ever dawned on me to call Gina. That wasn't initially why I was helping her. And there's something that all of you probably may have heard in your life. There's a pyramid in the world of psychology, and the bottom of the pyramid says, Abraham Maslow says, if you don't have safety, shelter, and or food, if one of those is jeopardized, you can't move forward. You can't go anywhere. You can't get a career. You can't find a positive relationship. You can't move anywhere. You can't aspire to be all you can be. When I found myself without a paycheck, I was shaken to the core. I went to one food pantry and, demoralizing, I guess is the word. They asked me to go back home and come back and prove to them that I really didn't have a paycheck, and I hadn't gotten my unemployment papers yet, and yada, yada, yada. I talked with Gina, and she said, oh my God, The mouse can help you. Come down here. So twice now, Gina has loaded my car with canned goods and things from the pantry, from her home. And that's how my children and I are eating right now, because of the kindness of the good mouse. And the other thing that I wanted to mention is Gina spends 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, working on the mouse. She'll call me on Saturday night, she's working on the mouse. Her husband is building shelves, she's shuffling bales of food around her living room. And the name that she chose, Kind, I think is awesome, because that's exactly where her heart is. And she didn't say the kind elephant or the kind lion, she said the kind mouse, because she's very, very humble. And she treats those that she gives food to with such dignity. And that's how she's treated me, and I'm very, very grateful. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Selena. Sorry, I'm dressed in scrubs. I am a pet groomer. I work full-time at an animal hospital. I have been there for the past 10 years. But in July 2012, my life took an unexpected turn. So my life had completely changed. I was unable to support my children and had also, like Carol, tapped out many of the resources like at the pantries. And 6 months into it, I showed up on Gina's doorstep, unsure of how I was going to feed my kids that night, and she loaded my car full of food. And on another occasion, just recently, we were also there getting another carload of food to help us through. And through the Pack-A-Sack program, she was unaware that my son Caleb at Lynch Elementary is a recipient of the Pack-A-Sack program. And every week he comes home with his little blue bag, and even though he's only 9 and doesn't fully understand money, he knows that that is his little contribution to our family. And something as simple as a little juice-sized packet of milk means the absolute world to them. They are used now to eating powdered milk, and so every weekend when they come home with that little carton of milk, it absolutely makes their day. And so if it wasn't for people like you and Gina and the Kind Mouse, I don't know where my family would be. We might be in the welfare system. And thanks to her and my employment, I am able to keep my head above water. I was literally drowning, and Gina threw me a life vest. And I still have to struggle to get where I'm going to go, but I know that the Kind Mouse will keep my head above water. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. And I just wanted to let you know that in gratitude to the exchange, we have 4 passes that we're going to give to John, wherever he is. I don't know. There you are. John, for you to give to whoever would like these for our Mouse Parade on October 11th, just as a thank you back. And then John, the Queen, we'd like to give you 2 passes that hopefully you can attend. And just so you also know, these are our posters. You'll see here down at the bottom, the exchange is on that. There's 100 of these around town, and then we have 1,000 little flyers and umpteen of these with the exchange going around town, thanking you and all of our other supporters. So thank you very much for all you've done for the children of Pinellas County. Thank you.